The autumn air was sharp and carried the earthy scent of fallen leaves as Sarah trudged down the forest trail, her 4-year-old son Toby nestled in the carrier on her back, softly humming a song. They weren't out here for fun. This was their secret path to the only job she could find after her husband walked out, a cleaning gig at a remote cabin 5 miles from the nearest town. No car, no bus money. Just her feet, blistered and swollen, carrying her and her child every day through the woods and back. Sarah was tough. She had to be. After David left, life spiraled. The house gone. The bills unpaid. Her dreams shelved for survival. But she wasn't bitter, not for herself. For Toby, she'd smile through bleeding gums if she had to. That morning, as they passed the rusted signpost where the trail forked, Toby tugged her ponytail lightly and said, "Mommy, the ground's crying." She turned, puzzled. "What, baby?" Toby pointed behind them. "I heard it. Someone's crying. Like, under." She might have brushed it off. Kids say strange things. But something in his eyes, wide, serious, made her pause. She dropped to her knees and pressed her ear to the soft, leafy ground. At first, nothing. But then, a faint, desperate sound. Like muffled banging. A voice. Help. Her heart leapt. She scrambled, pulling leaves and branches, revealing disturbed soil. Panic surged, someone was buried. Her fingers clawed at the dirt, breaking nails, ignoring the pain. Toby helped, using a stick, eyes huge and scared. After what felt like an hour, she uncovered a wooden box, a crate, sealed shut. She screamed, "Hang on. I'm getting you out." With trembling fingers, she found a sharp stone and wedged it into the cracks. Finally, the lid popped. Inside was a man. Pale, bloody, unconscious. Dressed in a ruined suit, his breathing shallow. She cried out, checking for a pulse, weak, but there. Toby wept beside her, asking if he was dead. "No, baby," she whispered. "Not today." Sarah had no phone. But she knew the fastest way to help was to get him to the cabin. She half-dragged, half-carried him, no small feat for a woman already exhausted from survival. She tore her coat, used it to bandage a gash on his leg, whispering prayers under her breath. Whoever he was, someone had wanted him dead. The man woke briefly during the trek. His eyes locked on hers, full of confusion and pain. "You saved me," he rasped. "You're not dying on my watch," she said through clenched teeth. For days, Sarah nursed him in the old cabin, rationing food and boiling snow for water. She found IDs in his pocket, Benjamin Carver, CEO of Carver Tech, a name she remembered from the news. Missing for 6 days. A kidnapping. He was a billionaire. Sarah didn't care. He was a man, broken and vulnerable, and she wouldn't leave him behind. Benjamin slowly regained strength. He asked about her, her life, her son, her dreams. She kept it brief. She didn't like pity. But he listened. One night, by the firelight, he said, "You saved my life. I owe you more than I can repay." She chuckled. A thank you's enough. But he didn't forget. When Benjamin was strong enough, she walked him to the road. A passing ranger helped them get to safety. Helicopters, news reporters, police, the world exploded with noise. But Sarah and Toby faded into the background, watching it all from a distance. She thought it was over. She was wrong. 2 weeks later, a black car stopped outside the shelter where she and Toby were staying. Out stepped Benjamin, clean-cut again, but his eyes still soft with gratitude. "I promised I'd repay you," he said, kneeling to Toby's height. "Can I talk to your mommy for a moment?" What followed was beyond her wildest dreams. Benjamin paid off her debts. Bought her a home. Enrolled her in nursing school, her old dream. He started a foundation in her name to help single parents get back on their feet. And when reporters asked why, he told the world the story. A woman who had nothing gave everything to save me. The world should know her name. Years passed. Sarah became a nurse. Toby grew tall, kind, and brilliant. She and Benjamin remained friends, close friends. Some said they fell in love. Others say they just saved each other in different ways. But one thing is certain. When she heard a cry beneath the earth that day, she didn't see a billionaire. She saw a life worth saving. And what he did next wasn't charity. It was justice.